Let's go into Highstage. We're in the Highstage environment for a fictional company, Ventus Electronics. Now let's create a new document. We can fill out the document type if we know it, or select from a list of options. In this case, I want to create a quality document. We'll put the document in the test workspace and call it Procedure for Calibration for demo purpose. Now the document is created. We see the item number, the document type, and the title on top. Below, there are properties that can be filled out if we wish to. Now let's look at the folder, which is the location for files in Highstage. There we see a document file in Word format that was automatically generated when the document was created. The same Word file can be seen below in the folder view. Let's get back to the purpose of that folder view later. For now, let's select Update plus Open. This will update all automatic fields inside the file and open the file for me so I can edit it. The file opens in Word. It contains the company logo, the type of document, and also the title I selected for the document. The author field has been automatically populated with the author name, while the document approved date is not generated yet, as it's still in working mode. I can see the revision history. We're currently on revision 1A, and the revision can also be seen in the file header. So this is how Highstage can help you save time and reduce risk of errors by auto-generating part of the file contents, so it's correct and always up to date. Scrolling down, I can start filling out the definition. Once I'm done, I select Save and close the file. Now let's say we want to send this document for review. Before doing that, I select the reviewer as well as the approver. And to keep things simple in this demo, I set myself both as the reviewer and approver. Now I click the Review button. This changes the document status, and it changes the status color as well, so it's clear for everyone it's in review mode. We can also see that the file folder is now in read-only mode, and that the PDF version of the Word file has been automatically generated. No matter what happens to the document at a later point, we will always be able to go back to this version and see the details and the state of the document at this point in time. Now let's look at this from the perspective of the reviewer. Maybe the reviewer decides more changes are needed to the document. However, it's currently locked and can't be updated. In order to make the modifications, I need to select Change. Now I can change the properties, so let's change the title. I remove for demo purpose and add a text New Title. Let's also add a document as a reference. I search and find my reference document, in this case a quality manual. And from the quality manual, I copy the reference and then paste the reference to my original document. Now at the bottom of the screen we can see the reference has been added. Let's once again select Update plus Open to see these changes in the Word file. The changes I made to the document properties have been automatically updated in the file. I can see the title has been modified. It now says Procedure for Calibration, New Title. If we go all the way to the end of the document, we can find the quality manual in the reference list. The way that references are handled in Highstage makes it very easy to build document structures and reuse the same document in many different projects. If you have the need for it, it's also possible to set up Highstage so it can generate a single PDF that contains not only the names of the references, but the full contents of all the linked files. I will now scroll up to the definition and make further modifications to the text. Let's also add some special text here, just to show you later how it's possible to search in the file contents. So I enter the words "Go Highstage." And again, save and close. Now let's say we are ready to get this document approved. I click Approval. We can see now from the status that it's under approval, and the folder gets locked once again. There's a new PDF file created from the new version of the Word file. And let's pretend now that I'm the actual approver. Once I'm happy, I can click Approve. And then add a note saying the document looks great. Now you see the status is changed to approved, with a green color showing everyone what status the document is in. We can also see that something happened to the revision. The letter B has disappeared, and it's now set to revision 1. Once a document is approved in Highstage, the revision will be set to a digit only, and the letter indication will disappear. Now let's do a search in Highstage and select to search inside the file contents. Maybe you remember I entered the term "Go Highstage" inside the Word file, so we search for that term and get a single hit in the search result. This is how Highstage can help you find the document and the information you are looking for, not only by searching the metadata and document properties, but also by searching the text inside files. Let's also take a look at how we can compare documents with each other. I'll go back to my quality document. First, we need to change our user status, as this is an advanced feature. Advanced features can be available to all your users, but we recommend users to start in the basic mode until they are more familiar with Highstage. But now as an advanced user, I can select Word Compare. The two latest revisions, 1 and 1a, have been pre-selected as comparison objects. So in Word Compare, it's possible to compare two revisions of the same file, like I will do now. But it's also possible to compare completely different files. You can just fill out another file number in the field. But now let's compare those two revisions. And when I do that, I get a Word file that I can download and open. Let's look at the comparison. We can see the title was updated and that the approve date was added once the document was approved. We also see the changes in the text for the definition and of course in the file header. This feature in Highstage makes it very easy to get a quick overview of the changes from one revision to the other, or see the difference between two different files without having to download the original files from Highstage. Let's go back to the quality document in Highstage. The document is approved and the folder is locked. So once again I select Change to unlock it, just so I can show you a few more things. Now you see a new revision is created, 2a, and the status is changed. And on a side note, this doesn't mean my revision 1 disappeared. I can always click on the button to go to list of revisions to see any previous versions. Going back to revision 2a, we see the folder is once again unlocked, so I can show you further possibilities with the file folder. The folder view is a drag and drop interface. You can add additional files to it just by dragging and dropping, which I will do now. Dragging a PDF from my desktop, it's a test procedure document. The file folder can also be opened on your computer, and it behaves like any other folder. From here, you can drag and drop additional files or remove files like I will do now. So I delete the test procedure file again. And going back to the web interface, the test procedure is still visible in the folder, but once I've clicked refresh, the view is updated and the test procedure document removed. Let's look at the original Word file again. Finally, I want to point out that everything you see here is completely configurable. The logo type, what fields should be auto-filled, the table of contents, the header, the footer, etc. You can set up different templates for different types of documents. The format for a quality report probably needs to be different from a project plan, and it's easy to create the templates you need for all different purposes. It's also possible to customize what types of files should be generated when you create a certain kind of document. In our example, it was a Word file, but it could also be a PowerPoint or an Excel file. Highstage comes with a review and approval process, with additional features that make it possible to comment on a document and discuss it while it's being reviewed. In Highstage, it's also possible to set up project flows with certain file templates to be filled out at each stage in a project. This is an excellent way to make sure the right documents are created at the right time and that the latest template is always used. Just get in touch with us if you want more details. That's it for this short demo in Highstage. I have shown you how to create a new document in Highstage and how files can be auto-generated as well as populated with data based on the properties of the document. In Highstage, you can search inside the contents of documents as well as compare the contents of two documents with each other. And finally, we have learned that it's possible to set up different types of templates for different documents and to set up complete workflows that help you work faster and improves overall data quality. Thank you for listening.